we're gathered for the Heat and Eat campaign with Save Our Rights. This is about the corporate extortion that is taking place with these energy companies. So we're here to raise awareness, do outreach around the town here in Brighton. This is a really, really vital, important issue. There's a lot of worried people out there thinking, how are we going to pay these bills? Well, the answer to that is don't pay the price hikes. We dictate the terms, not these corporations. They can demand all they want. Cancel your direct debit, set up a standing order, pay manually. You're not obligated to have a direct debit with any company, and pay the 2019 tariff. This is just my own opinion and the opinion of a number of other people, by the way. So that is an approach of direct action, and that's what this country needs to do right now, is come from a place of direct, peaceful action, mass non-compliance. You know, we're not complying with these extortionate price hikes. We've come out of a 2-year meltdown, a financial meltdown. People's finances have been negatively impacted. A lot of people are really struggling financially, and we are not going to pay your corporate extortion price hikes. It's not going to happen. People have got to have the courage to actually stand up and take direct action, and we dictate the terms to these corporations. Meanwhile, they're raking in billions. They're blaming Russia. It's nothing to do with Russia. This is a corporate retransference of wealth. It's part of the Great Reset, which incidentally is not a conspiracy theory. So anybody out there who believes it to be a conspiracy theory, you need to open your eyes and do some research who the World Economic Forum are and what their manifesto is and what the Great Reset actually means. So the corporate extortion aspect of these price hikes are all part of the Great Reset. They are driving people into the ground financially, into enslavement. And we're not having that. We're not having it. We've got a multitude of problems going on here, and it's a proxy war what's going on in Ukraine, and there's many different angles to it, but this hatred towards Russia and Russian people is unacceptable. Why do we hate Russian people? Why? I don't hate Russian people, I don't hate Ukrainian people, we're one. But this media sensationalism and this division, now it's shifted. You know, before it was anti-vaxxers, now it's Russia, isn't it? Let's all hate upon the Russians. And meanwhile, you've got these warmongers pushing for war, selling arms. The European Union as well, funding Ukraine with more arms, is deplorable, because that's just going to extend this conflict. It needs open dialogue and negotiation to bring it to a close. But there are so many things going on behind the scenes in Ukraine. You have Nazis, a rise of Nazi extremism going on in Ukraine, and you want to donate your money to Ukrainian Nazis. Think again. Have a look beyond the news. When what the news is reporting is not the whole truth of what's going on in Ukraine. Be mindful of that. Look into the Nazi brigade and Nazi sympathisers in Ukraine. Your money is going to Nazis. Of course, we have compassion and sympathy for the Ukrainian people, and that applies to the Russian people, everyday Russian people as well. These world leaders are corrupt worldwide, and this is a battle for throughout the whole of humanity, and this corrupt leadership that has been going on for centuries, and the billionaires, the oligarchs, it's coming to a head, and NATO's involvement in Russia as well. Russia is surrounded by NATO and American ballistic missiles. Now imagine if that was here in the UK. We're surrounded by ballistic missiles. We wouldn't be too happy about that, would we? Come on, we really would not be happy about that. So think before you donate, and think what you're donating to. And please, this is of vital importance right now to each and every one of us. Thank you.